I'm turning Still a Brainrot into a horror game, but here's the catch. At the end of this video, fellow Roblox YouTuber Bloxy has to play it and save 3 kids from the evil Brainrots. And if he fails, those kids are trapped forever. But first, we have to make the game. My first idea was to have the player play as the creator of Still a Brainrot, Sammy. So I went ahead and imported Sammy's character into Studio and made the player look like him. But after I tested it, something just felt off. The game just didn't feel scary yet, and it felt kind of empty. I realized that the default Roblox camera didn't really fit the horror vibe, so I added a first-person camera with some wobble effects so that the game feels more spooky. But a first-person camera isn't enough to make a good horror game, therefore I needed an enemy that actually tries to attack the player, and I had the perfect idea. So next, I found this Tung model in the toolbox and started working on the AI so that he wanders around the map randomly and chases the player if they get too close. After a bit of struggling, I got it working pretty nicely, and honestly, this part took way longer than it should have. But hey, at least he's actually moving now. Anyways, you might notice that he doesn't even have any animations right now. He's just kind of T-posing, so I need to fix that. I spent way too long on this, but after about 10 minutes, I created a walk, idle, and chasing animations for the enemy. They're not amazing or anything, but honestly, I think they turned out pretty good. Now that he actually moves and chases the player, I realized the game still wasn't scary enough. So next, I needed to make it way more intense. So I added a dark vignette around the screen and a creepy chase sound whenever he spots you. And this instantly made the game feel way more scary. But there is still something major missing from the game. If you guessed the map, then you're correct. Here's a cookie. And my idea for the map itself was actually really unique and no one has ever thought of it before. A forest. Okay, trust me, the map does get better later on. Because it's hard to see anything in the dark, I built a quick flashlight for the player. I tried to make it in the classic stud style to match the vibe of Still a Brainrot, and honestly, it turned out way better than I expected. At this point, the game was still missing the main objective. I needed to make the 3 kids that the player has to actually find and save. So I got to work on the kids model, then hopped into Photopea because I'm way too poor to afford Photoshop. I created this UI that would display which kids the player has found and which ones are still missing. Now the player actually knows what to do and can see their progress on their screen. Before we keep going, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10K before the end of the year. The game is honestly looking pretty good so far, except for one thing. I need to add some puzzles and challenges to the game that the player has to solve in order to find the kids instead of them just being scattered around the map, because I think that would be pretty boring. But before I started building the puzzles, I made one small change to the enemy. I jumped into Blender and made him look way angrier and way scarier, so now it doesn't look like he's just trying to be your friend. And now it's time to make the game actually fun to play, because right now it's more like a walking simulator than a horror game. So next, it was time to build the puzzles, and I had 3 main puzzles in mind. For the first puzzle, I wanted to start simple. I added the classic Roblox house, boarded up some of the windows so there's only one way to get inside, and placed the first kid inside. But now there's one problem. How would the player actually even get in? To solve that, I made a hammer tool and whipped up a quick animation for it, and honestly, it turned out way better than I expected. Now the player can actually break down the front door to enter the house. This kind of created a whole new issue though, because now the player needed a way to actually get the hammer. So for the second puzzle, I came up with the idea for a farmer NPC who needs 3 apples. The apples will be scattered around the trees across the map, and once the player brings them back, he'll reward you with the hammer. It sounded pretty simple at first, but building the system to make it actually work was a bit of a challenge itself. I started working on the apple model, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm the best modeler that has ever touched Roblox.
Boy, if you don't get...
After that, I added the farmer NPC and built the system that actually makes the apple collection work, with a little help from my good old friend. Now the player can collect the apples and give them to the farmer, and he'll reward you with the hammer, which you can then use to break down the house door and save the first kid. With all that done, I wanted the second challenge to feel a bit more spooky, something that actually puts the player on edge. So I decided to build a dark cave that the player has to enter to find the second kid. That kind of felt way too easy though. So to make it a bit more interesting, I added a cage with a locked door, meaning the player needs to find a key first to free the kid. But now I have to figure out where to hide the key. I ended up just placing it inside the classic home from the first puzzle. That way all the puzzles are connected and the game feels like one big challenge instead of separate ones. Now for the third and final challenge. Okay, I'll be honest here, I got pretty lazy and just placed the last kid next to a campfire. And with all of that done, the game is officially finished and it's time to see if Bloxy can save the kids.
Alright, so I'm here with the game, Untitled Game. What a beautiful name. Anyways, let's go ahead and play. Find the 3 missing children. Ooh. What is that sound? Whoa! Whoa! What? Oh, I'm getting spawn capped now, huh? Okay. I basically just have to outrun this guy. Oh, I can't outrun him, huh? Alright, let's go the other way then. Can't go that way. What's that? Click to collect apple? Oh, a campfire. It's a kid. Okay, I found one kid. Hello? Oh, save kid. Okay. That seems like one less to go. Now it's just 2. What does this apple do? Nothing. Okay. Alright. What's my avatar? Wait, am I Sammy? Hey, that's funny. Where can these other kids be? Oh my days, that actually scared me so much. Okay, well, you're back. Can I give you this apple? Don't kill me. Don't kill me. No, wait. You don't want the apple? Okay, I understand. Please. No. No, don't tell me if I die, I have to find the kid again. Dude, it took me so long to even find him in the first place. Tell you what, bring me 3 apples from the trees and I part this with old hammers. You want apples? Okay, I found where to get the apples. That's good. Oh, he just took that. Okay, that's good. That's 1. Is there a kid in here? Hello. All right. Let's find the other apples then. I feel like I'll find the kids eventually, but hey, that farmer dude seems kind of chill. Oh yeah, look, we need a hammer. That's where you need a hammer. I see. Oh, and there's probably a kid in there too. Oh, I thought I had like some. If I had my special emos, I could like somehow break in without the hammer. But no, it seems like they have. I feel like Sega has fixed that issue. Curse you, man! Curse you! What's this now? Okay, so that's the house with the Tung Tung Sahura, I see. You know what? Even though he's there, I'm going in. Let's see, what's in here? Bunch of torches, huh? We need a key for this cage. So here's where the key's gonna get you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know exactly where all the kids are now. However, I have to find all the apples as well and not get killed. And do I really want to do all that for some stupid kids I don't even know? Not even my kids. I'm back to this stupid... No, I don't want to be here anymore. No, where's the last apple? Okay, you know what? Face your fears. I love you, Tung Tung Sahura. I love you. Nah, I'm not playing this game no more.
Alright, Bloxy couldn't save the kids, but if you want to see my girlfriend get jump scared, click the video on screen where I try to make a Roblox horror game using only free models, and then I force her to play it.